Alrighty, everybody, and welcome back to another Space Engineers video. So we're back with Escape to Mars, if you could tell by the title card. Yeah, I've done some off-camera things, and we're gonna go quickly look at those before we actually get into the main thing of today, which is the amazing, which for some people might not be as amazing, but for me, I'm super excited, which is kind of planning out the silhouette slash shape of this ship that we're gonna start building, and we're probably going to start working on we're going to also figure out internal layout as well in the same video. So yeah, let's get right into that. All right, so you can see the first change is we got the airlock all kind of in here and decorated. I'm actually really happy looking back at this. It's been like a day since I've done this, so I'm really happy with how this looks and all that. Walking out here, I welded up just a lot of this corridor. Not the floor a lot, but mainly the walls. Of course, we still have our production facilities over here. So, this is definitely a room. Like, I need to, of course, pull the hallway down to about here still. But this is a lot of, like, off-camera stream work in which I might end up streaming at some point this upcoming week. It depends on my time and how much of it that I have. But, kind of continuing, let's go look at another thing I did. Alright, so I moved the sign that we made last episode during the demonstration for the welding pit. I moved it in here because we had something happen over the last two episodes, which you're gonna in between the last video and this, in which you're about to see. Also, I had to build this to, move that. Don't ask why it's upright. I don't really have a parking spot for it, but we were attacked by a reaver while I was AFK, and I had to rebuild these solar towers. And yeah, I did this today. I've kind of planned out where a third one's going to be, and something else that I added, which I'm a fan of, and I feel like I should have done earlier, was I added catwalks to these. And something else I did, which you'll see in a moment once we're actually over here, is that I added a defense platform. So I add this small little gun. I don't know if I did that last episode and y'all saw this, but I add this little thing either like right before the end of the last episode or after the episode. I can't remember. But I add this just for a bit of defense because I was a bit worried that these would get attacked, and my concerns were met. And it did really nothing, so I built this earlier today. Basically, it has two goalkeepers and four quad cannon assault cannons on it, all with ammo, mind you, all being piped from underneath. I also, so something I learned is that the hinge point is very weak, so I need to figure out how I'm going to protect that against future attacks. I don't really know right now. I definitely need to figure something out. But let's head back to the main focus of this video, which is going to be this hangar down here, in which we're going to actually close these doors for protection, and this is a totally secret, not secret project. So let's... Ooh, that was a thud. Okay. So let's grab just some steel plate, and I have an idea for how I want the front of this to look. If you've ever seen, like, the RWI Defender class, something akin to that. I've been kind of thinking this through in my head over the course of like the last week or so, while making, of course, the video you hopefully saw, what, like 2 weeks ago? And this will have come out. For me, it's gonna be like next week, so honestly, trying to relate time is definitely gonna be a fun task. I don't know how wide I want this to be. It could be just a block wider, which I might end up doing. Just the block wider, just for the extra interior space, what I think I'm gonna do is, because I really want like more superstructure up on top, my plan is I'll probably have like a turret right here facing forward. Yeah. So let's get more into like the wire framing, I guess. Then I guess just kind of have that fall there. Actually, maybe pull it back a block. Yeah. Back a block, and then have the start of our nacelle over here. Now, this isn't going to be the only nacelle. You're wondering, oh, why are you doing the coverings? If you're wondering that, that's just so I can get an idea of my size. I think I'm just going to go one block. Maybe not just, maybe I'll just do like the, yeah, so like that, and that. Then, how much space do I have beneath me? I have a bit. Okay, good. Okay, that's important for the next bit. So we need to go. I'd like to go like 2 blocks. We're gonna be cutting it close to the CIC here. Now, hopefully, I should be able to fit the internal systems where I want with this kind of shape. Alright. So, the overall silhouette of the nacelle, I am a fan of. Yeah, it looks good. It's good enough. Mainly what I'm looking for is to make sure it actually fits the internal systems in a way I'd like. Ooh. Ooh. We might only be able to fit, ooh. We might be able to fit 1 or 2 in there. I just realized a problem. This design, it's, space for the forward and reverse thrusters. Yeah, because I need 3 there, and then 1, 2, 3 there. Yeah, we could fit some helping upwards thrusters in here, like some smaller hydrogen ones, like just small hydrogen ones, but definitely not. Yeah. Ooh. Did not really think that one through, I guess. I guess let's just gotta get this copied over to the other side. So, wow, I've basically done everything I wanted to this video already, and I've only been recording for not even a half hour. Oh my. I guess what we can continue doing is just looking what else we could do. I guess other things we could do, it consists of, well, I do want to mess around and see, like, the bottom section. That needs to be planned out a lot more. Because it's basically just one line right now that I had to connect to the top, and it makes really no sense to me, so... Yeah, so I guess what we can do as well is just kind of pull this front line back a bit more. And figure out how I'm gonna do the superstructure. I have most of the ship built up. I just don't know how I'm gonna do the superstructure. How am I gonna do the superstructure? I could do a very front leaning bridge or a very back leaning bridge. I kind of want to go with a front leaning bridge. I hope if y'all have made this far into the video, y'all are enjoying it, and if you are, liking and subscribing would be amazing and super helpful. So if you are enjoying it, just helps show people this channel. Also, if you have any creative names for this base, because we still need to get a name for it, it still needs a name. So if y'all have any name suggestions, leave them in the comments below, and I will go through them and I'll pick the one that I like the most, or that the comments likes the most. Yeah, I don't really know what I think so far about this design. I'm kind of just going with it for now. It'll probably end up getting edited a lot more as we go on. Like, from the top down, it doesn't look all that bad. I can't really tell, though. Hold on, I have to open the door here. Alrighty. Fill in that block there. Yeah, this is starting to... The ship is starting to ship. It's definitely coming together a lot faster than I thought it'd be. I guess it's because for some reason I always imagined this, like, being, like, a room that's, like, 50 times bigger than it actually is. Like, when I was doing creative testing, I was constantly going, like, because, of course, I'm in space, so it's like, oh, there's so much space around, and I'm just kind of looking around, like, this is way too small, the room is so much bigger, but just because of its height throws everything into whack, into a kind of messed up perception. So, yeah, I feel like the bridge fits a lot better in this state. I think we're probably going to put a few more directional thrusters up against, like, here. And if you're wondering why there are conveyors there, I want to put some kind of, like, battery defense. Like, I was thinking, like, once it gets to that point and we can do this, like, missiles. And fitting a missile battery on here. And I didn't place the missiles down themselves because of this side here. And, you know, the grid. I don't want this to be permanently connected to the base. Because I'm going to put, like, one or two, like, I'm going to put 4 small reactors in this thing, probably in the front. Along with the batteries and hydrogen engines, which I'm probably going to end up putting in the back. I hate the wind sounds. If anyone knows a mod that'll, like, dampen the sound of the wind in this game, please tell me, because it's so annoying. Like, for y'all, it's not that bad. For me, it's, like, the loudest thing. Yeah, like, y'all can't really hear it. I can, though, and it is annoying as hell. One here, because I definitely want point defense, in air quotes, scattered throughout the ship. So just like the smaller guns that we have there, right here, scattered about. For, well, not all to see, but those who, you know, try to shoot us to see. So hopefully all who try to shoot us will end up dead. To some extent. Yeah, I'm actually a bigger fan of that shape. Ugh, that is my entryway. Actually, something that I don't think I showed off in the last episode, but I actually set up the blast doors in their entirety. So what we're gonna do is before we leave the base, we're gonna like do like a full lockdown procedure in air quotes. I don't know why I did it in person if none of you can see me, but lockdown procedure where we're gonna turn off all production. We're gonna make sure all weapon no, we're gonna leave production online. We're gonna stock up with a load of ammo, and we're going to close all the blast doors, all the hangar doors, everything. Close this, lock it all down, and leave. We'll probably even put clamps under the. Actually, what I'll probably end up doing is setting up clamps towards the front of this thing, because that's where we're skinniest, on the left and the right, like far on the left and on the right, so we don't hit them as we're taking off, but afterwards we can access the terminal of the base. And oh, is that not welded, or is that welded? I'm just going crazy. Okay, that is welded. Guess I am just going crazy. Alright, so I've done a bit of work. I figured out the nacelles a bit more, and I've gone all the piping kind of planned out. I also got the weapons thought through a lot more. This is hopefully gonna pack one big ass punch, is my hope, once we're actually up and moving. I could probably place another gun here, which I might end up doing. I don't really know. So we got a ton of the conveyors already set up. I did just realize that when I was setting up conveyors, let's just quickly, what do I have the components for right now? Just a load of steel plate. Okay. If I do this for actually, yeah, I think, yep. I don't know. Figuring it, we're gonna kind of figure out this like entryway real fast, because that's something I want to figure out, just so I can spend time like building up this bridge. God, I'm so sorry about the wind sound effect. If it's starting to bother you, trust me, it's bothering me as well. Like I said, if anyone knows a mod that helps like dampen the sound effect, please do share. Yeah, no, so it's probably just gonna look a bit so like this. I'm gonna come up and get us in here, then we'll have that there, and then like the core of the bridge, and then like the helm's chair or something like that. We're gonna design it a lot, this bridge section. Sorry about all the cuts in this episode. This has been such a fun episode, because finally, the thing I've been so excited to do, we're doing it. We're building the ship and we're escaping to Mars. Well, not for a few episodes at least. Hope y'all enjoyed. Godspeed and good. Bye!